What's up, everybody? Don't know if this is streaming well, but took an impromptu visit at the zoo. What's up, Cranberry? Can you hear me all right? Let me know. I'm flying blind here as far as what people can and can't see here, blah, blah, blah. So let me know if you can hear me okay. Uh, oh, just playing around with settings here. What is this setting? Nope, don't want that. Anyway, hope you're well. I just took a impromptu. It is streaming. Cranberry says, "Are you able to hear me? Can you see me?" Hello. I took an impromptu walk at the zoo and just started sketching, and couldn't really find a good place to sit down to set up my phone for streaming as I drew. I finally found a bench, but I did some drawings here already. It's a nice bear. I liked how this bear turned out. Uh, Crazy giraffe shenanigans. He's trying to bend down to reach some sticks. And another giraffe. Got a little messy. Yeah. Oh, and here's a camel. Let's see if I drew it on the upside down. So yeah, it's a beautiful day. Needed to get out for a walk, and I thought, why not the zoo? I'm not sitting in front of interesting of a exhibit, but I did have a good bench, so I might just be people drawing here while I stand here. Hopefully the orientation is right. Awesome one. That's right. What's up, man? You're staring at a blank page. I'm going to turn to a page of my drawing first, and I'm going to wait. And I'll start people drawing in a second. Because there are no animals in front of me. I'm just staring at an exhibit that is empty. Actually, I think there's wolves here, but this might be where I lost my cap. Awesome one. This might be it. This might actually be it. Is there a way that I can see chat at the same time? Nope. Nope. Trying to see. Yep. Yep. Yeah, where's my cap? Is right. I'm sitting in the right same spot that I lost my cap. Doubtful that it's here. I haven't been to the zoo in a while, and actually thought it's a good chance to get out because the weather's so nice. Does good for the allergies. Well, that's not true. Could be worse for the allergies. But actually, it's really nice out here, fresh air, and for sure good to just walk around. All right, let's see. Can I do this? Bless you, gentlemen. Uh, yeah, I wish there was more animals in front of me, but not. Okay, let's draw some people. Power went out a couple times. For me or for you? Okay, you just left. Oh, it's been raining thunderstorms for 2 days. Yikes. I saw something briefly on the news about storms going to the East Coast. That guy, he has no arms because he just walked away. I gotta move to a better place, I think. Not many people here at this exhibit. There are a lot of like field trips here, though, for the kids. I was drawing a camel, and some little girl's grandparents were watching me draw, and they brought her over here. And I pointed out that I was drawing, and she said, "Can I see?" I said, "Absolutely." And she took a look at it, and she goes, "Now that is awesome." It just made my day. This guy's pushing a little cart. There's a lot of carts, little baby carriages. Like, pretend I'm not looking at people while I'm drawing them. So they always look at me, and then I gotta like avert my eyes. What's up, emo trash? Yes, the zoo. It's so nice here, dude. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me adjust this for a second. It's so nice. So pretty. I am gonna move. I'm gonna move and see. Let's see. See, it's like all the animals are like asleep or gone. There's a black bear asleep way back there. That's not fun to draw. I feel like I should go where the penguins are. It's a little bit of a trek. Um, K-pop junkie, what's up, K-pop junkie? Awesome one says he thought you had passed out or quit this channel, emo. What? Emo's been here. Awesome one, you've been absent. Okay, this is coincidence, possibly. Kind of creepy. But that little girl there in the distance with the dress, she's the one who was like, "That is awesome!" Not to stalk. Let's see. Let's go here. I'm going to cross the train tracks. Try and find a better place to sit. Awesome one says then again, I'm rarely on an afternoon stream or evening stream, mostly streams after 9 p.m. these days. Huh. Well, we are glad you're here, Oswald. It's been a minute since we talked. I saw this morning that Sean had a super late stream last night. Totally missed it, but I watched it this morning. It was great. And he pulled out some old, go back and watch his stream that he started at about midnight West Coast time, which is about 3 a.m. his time. I don't know what he was thinking. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. That is a weird looking animal. Um, oh, look at this. Look at this guy. Yes. Yes. Hello. Okay, hopefully my phone doesn't go flying into the exhibit. That wouldn't be good. Look at that guy. And he left. Whoa. Did you feel that? I almost lost my phone. Sorry. The thing that was walking over here, that is not an anteater. I don't know what that thing is. What are they called? Oh, a tapir. That's right. Tapir. That's what that thing is in the distance. It's got the weirdest nose. This is dangerous. Knowing my luck, it's going to catapult my phone. Yeah, the other one is an anteater. You're right. All right, I'm going to set this up here. I'm going to draw. This guy looks like a seal on legs. His skin is so smooth. Now he's hiding. Right, that's not good. I'm not going to draw him. He's hiding over the hill. There's this guy again. Should do it, Emo. Draw the animals that I'm showing you that we can compare. What's up, anteater? Yo. Where are you going? Rude. Looks like a T-Rex. Anteater, both. I feel that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was on a Beard and Bowler stream last night in the chat. That was really fun. But yeah, I was talking about Sean's stream, and he pulled out amazing relics from past artwork that he's done. Like tons of artwork. I don't know if he just uncovered it. If he just uncovered it or unboxed it, a lot of artwork that he created when he was coming out of college and using as like portfolio stuff. And it was awesome. It was like a trip in memory lane. Some of his early Spring Ball samples before he even created the Spring Ball comic. This stupid anteater is just hiding. K-Pop Junkie says sketching at the zoo and the mall are the best. It's true. It's really fun. If the dang anteater would come out. There he is. How can I do this, anteater? Are you waiting for lunch? Can I set up my... I feel like if I hang this, you're going to move, and there's going to be no point. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there's no way I can crop this properly without. Jeffrey Beats, what's up, man? I am at the zoo sketching. I did this once before. It was a lot of fun, and I wanted to do it again today. Is it really bad? Jeffrey Beats says, "Are you okay?" Is my reception that bad? What's up, Power? Trying to stream. I'm trying to look at this dang anteater. Hey, oh, he's smelling. Can you hear that? Hey, buddy. It sounds like a. It sounds like an air can spray. Mm. Just trying to get a nice spot to draw him, but he is tight around the corner. Okay, we're gonna move. We're gonna move. This is not compelling content whatsoever. Although there is a vulture right here. Look at this guy. See if he'll lick your hands. No thanks. Uh, it's the anteater. He's not camera ready. And it's like, nope. That's right. This vulture, though, is actually, it's not a vulture. It's a condor. Beautiful, beautiful animal. And very frightening because, for whatever reason, God gave him blood red eyes. Can I zoom in here? Oh, I can. Check this out. Can you guys see his eyes? Whoa. He's got blood red eyes. Freaky as all get out. And he also has this very angry brow and this very foofy collar. Reminds me of a Skeksis from Dark Crystal, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm sure they were looking at condors. Oh, where are you going, you little? Actually, it looks like a mutant pigeon, if you think about it. Goodness. Speaking of birds, mine is jibber jabbering away. Even the birds take cover. We don't question the animals that God decided to make God, Rocky. Yeah, that's frightening. Jeffrey Beats, this is the San Francisco Zoo. I don't live too far from it, which is pretty awesome. So I just have a membership. Used to have a membership for um, my family, my whole family, and we'd bring the kids here once or twice a year, I'd say, and that made it worth the price of one admission if you came at least twice a year. That's how they get you. And my kids have since kind of grown out of going to the zoo or wanting to go to the zoo ever since pretty much after COVID. So I was going to cancel the membership, and but we live so close to the zoo, and I was like, well, I love drawing animals. I could literally come here for lunch and then go home. Don't have to stress out about trying to see the whole zoo like you do when you often visit. And so I decided to keep the membership just for myself. And so I come here from time to time. Right, check this out. Here's my condor. Kind of aggressive. I love it. These kids are asking, like, what is that? And they don't read the signs. I don't think anybody reads anymore. Indian condor. It's like 1 p.m. where you're at. Yeah, almost 2, emo trash. Lately, when we go to the zoo, someone says, we stay in front and see the cats, monkeys, and hippos and go home. Yeah, up at the front, um, are the giraffes and zebras, which I already saw today. For those of you who just joined, I'll show you. This is my giraffe. Oh, crocodiles. I wish we had that. We don't have really good amphibians at this zoo. I think it's probably part and parcel to um, some giraffe. He's doing the splits, trying to be something low. Part and parcel to the fact of your natural habitat, I'm assuming, Jeffrey Beats. There's some camels. This guy was awesome. And then this is my favorite drawing of the day. It was this bear, this grizzly. Well, actually, it's not a grizzly, it's a brown bear. Okay, I'm gonna move. Let's go find. Oh, yeah, we just came out. This guy. It's going away. Jerk. Emo Trash says, I've only ever seen camels in petting zoos. They have a petting zoo here, but I feel like it might be a little insane for me to set up a petting zoo. I don't know, we'll see. What's up, John? I missed you sliding in here. Good seeing you. You know who's missing this is Mark's music obsession. There's that dude. He's the one who always keeps telling me we gotta do another zoo stream. Where is he? John's catching up 11 minutes out. Oh yeah, like I was saying, they don't have very good amphibians. Crocodiles, alligators, reptiles, I guess I should say, at this zoo. They have like a tropical exhibit, but it's always closed. It's closed because when you walk around, like birds are flying out in the open, there's snakes there, but they always have it closed. Something about the bird flu, or I don't know. Let's see. See if we can get some monkeys. Too hot here, Jeffrey Beat says. Bears are cool. We don't have that here. Yeah, bears are awesome. Those are some of my favorite things to draw at the zoo. Pixelated trees. Sorry, that's one thing that sucks about the zoo is because it's far near the ocean. You guys still there? Does the zoo not have full Wi-Fi coverage? I don't think it does. Oh, look at the koala. There you go. I'm gonna guess, Jeffrey Beats, that you guys have koalas at your zoo. Just gonna guess. Out on a limb. Art and Times of J. Ryan, what's up? I love this wallpaper with a spinning circle. Oh man. Bad reception. Sorry, guys. Met a bear in a dating. Custom '05 production. What's up? Green bears who ate war veterans kill people. Maybe. John says we had a grizzly which laid in a pool playing with a dead frog in front of everyone. That's scary. We have koala bears, Jeffrey Beat says. Surprise, surprise. Is the reception still bad? Let me know. Art and Times J. Ryan says it's snowing. Is that Canada? That little guy just hanging out. Here, this is a horrible angle to draw him. It's not flattering at all. Delicious pixelated, delicious pixels. Is it still bad, the reception? Let me see. I don't think there's Wi-Fi here. Hang on, everyone. Hang tight. Appreciate you all being here. We're just going to go with it here. Is it still bad? Times a day, Ryan said. This is about the quality Shelby streams at, so I'm used to it. Oh, gosh. It says 720, but I know it's 144p. Oh, gosh. Sorry. All right, I'm going to move to a different location. I'm sorry. It's such a beautiful day. I hate that you guys get sucky reception on what I'm experiencing in reality is a beautiful day. All right, let me zoom out here so you're not getting sick with motion sickness. Comrade says, I feel like the last zoo stream went slightly better than this one is going. Oh gosh, so embarrassing. Can't take me anywhere. They're building this new exhibit here for, oh, maybe we are getting like a leopard. I don't know. I don't like the color of those leaves, guys. It's not natural. This is a bad font. Very bad. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can just sit up at the table and draw what? Flamingos? This is why you felt compelled to stream. We need to supervise. Absolutely. These guys are always fun to draw, but there's no great spot to set up.
Hello.
I like hook my camera here. caught up to nothing, John. Okay, I'm gonna draw flamingos. Flamingos actually stink. Actually stinks up here.
Oh, what's that for? What is that for?
Yeah, what is that for?
What is that for?
Tell me.
What is that for? What is that for? What are you doing?
They're like totally cleaning themselves.
It is so funny.
Poo water. Looks like flamingos are standing in mud. Yeah, no, it's sounds like ducks in my ears. Um, yeah, it's gross. I'm trying. Am I trying? Too close. All right, I'll just draw, and you guys enjoy real life here. Then I'll show you my drawings in a second. There's a little girl here who's just having an ongoing conversation. She might think the same thing about myself, but little does she know, I only speak to the voices in my head. I don't speak to animals. Oh, I just got. Yeah, me too. Poo water. I don't know what you're talking about. Awesome one. That's awesome. Oh, they must have just taken a bath. I think that's what's happened. They're taking a bath. The guys in the water over there, they're taking a bath. And they come out and like air. They're air drying. Whoa. Sounds like he just got murdered. Okay, it's quite bold of you to assume little girls are speaking to their faces. Oh, jeez. She's laughing at me now. All right, buddy. Look at this guy. It's like right in front of my face. The thing I love about drawing in the zoo is, and just drawing animals in general, is they move so much. You got to capture the gestures. All right, yes, I see you. And it forces you to move fast.
觉得现在三番动物园的动物离人特别近。没有，对，其他动物园有这么近。
John's got Miami bees. This section of the street is called Rocky's Mildly Judged Little Girl. Thank you for the Miami Vice music. John, I wish I could play it right now. That would be amazing. I think in any language, annoying kid talk can be annoying in any language. I'm just saying.
I want to get my
Screaming kids at Chick-fil-A today was slightly annoying. What are they screaming about? At Chick-fil-A. All right, let's move from the flamingos.
Some of them too, some of them don't.
Here's my flamingo drawings. Kind of fun. Sort of. Let's see. I don't even know how much battery I have. Zoom out, someone says. I'm all the way zoomed out. Oh, zoom out of my drawing? Okay. Let me try and not do this while I'm moving. I'm going to take you guys to the petting zoo. Hopefully, reception is better over there, or okay over there, decent over there. Here, that's the drawings. Kids are loud, yes. Hence why we have serenity pools at resorts. Yes. They have adult only, or yeah, adult only like resorts in Vegas too. I heard as well. All right, let's see. Oh, there's like prairie dogs over here. I love the prairie dogs. Coffee number 2 has been acquired. Awesome. It's kind of crowded here. Wow, look at these prairie dogs. What song are you guys listening to? Oh, look at those prairie dogs. This is easier. I'm kind of set up a floor. I'm going to use a very, very heavy brush pen. Oh, look, they're fighting. hello, hello.
Let's go take
Look at the sea. Oh my gosh. Can you name that one Sam?
Oh, look at him! Oh, smack that boy.
You're so cute.
Oh, slide. We love that. Let me see you jump in.
We got some groundhogs by a nearly abandoned war factory by a river. That sounds like a perfect place for, yeah, some sort of zombie breakout, zombie invasion, zombie groundhog invasion. I just have a bunch of booger drawings on my sketchbook. These guys are moving around so much. Oh! Oh, you just smacked the other one. Ooh. This is not the right pen to draw these stupid groundhog with. They're just blobs. They're moving too fast. Oh! Hello! Oh my gosh. Good action going on right here. Still zoomed in too much. How about that? Better? It's been recovering. Oh. Look at that guy. He's so curious. He's like, what? Are you drawing me? Yes, I am. Where'd he go? Let's see. Probably can go another 10, 15 minutes here. That's my battery. All right, let's move. Enough prairie dogs, even though my drawings did not turn out so good. Oh, hello. Hello. Now you decide to stick your head out. Sinead O'Connor. Though similar, prairie dogs and ferrets are not related. Prairie dogs are rodents and ferrets are mustelidae. Goodness. Okay, that wasn't a good drawing. Mustelids. Mustelids. All right. I'm going to go with that. Mustelids. Oh, look at these guys. Bring your cat.
He would see him run away.
Too much reflection. Hey, buddy. Hello. This section is just like they have like bunnies and iguanas and stuff behind glass. Here's we're heading towards the petting zoo. Thank you guys for coming. This is a very rough stream. Please hit that like if you don't mind. Just trying to mix it up, do some fun stuff. Oh, it doesn't look like the petting zoo is open. But can set up to draw the really draw the llamas, the goats. So usually you can go in there, you can actually buy feed, and they're really aggressive. The goats, when you have feed, when you're walking around with feed, they'll like headbutt you. Eat the animals next door. No, it's closed. They have goats, they have sheep, they have llamas, and a large pig. And this is where all the little kids go. It's a great place to take your kids. So it's super fun. But they can get really aggressive there. Here's some sheep. John says, do they give artist discounts to the zoo? No, they don't. That would be awesome. There should be artist perches. That would be awesome. Oh, look at these birdies.
Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. These are macaws. Um, that section's closed. Yep, macaw. So it's like going to downtown San Francisco with the homeless. Uh, it's there's a lot of truth to that. Awesome one. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We have a new mayor right now. He seems to be doing more cleanup. At least he's public about it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see if businesses come back downtown. That's been the tough thing. If you don't have businesses downtown, tourism dies, like stores. If stores don't feel safe to open downtown, then tourism dies. You don't have tourism, then it's like a ghost town down there, which it is right now. Public transportation dies because nobody's taking it. And I don't want to go into the insect zoo. I actually don't like that place. It's really gross. It's kind of that's a place they need to revamp a little bit. Um, and yeah, it's kind of outdated, and I'm not a big insect person. Artists can't sell their wares either. It's true. Oh, okay. It's the red panda. It's the red panda. This guy's awesome. Uh, it's like fake.
I know.
Amazing. So cute. These things don't look anything like pandas. They're really cute though. Some best zoos might have caricature artists. Sometimes. Um, okay, let's see. We'll go. Uh, I think I should go to where the front of the zoo. Red pandas are just higher class raccoons. It's true. They do look closer to raccoons than they do pandas. They're really cute though. Okay, I know where I'm going. The lemurs. This exhibit is pretty cool. This is one of the newer exhibits here. Yes, lemurs. So yeah, they spent a lot of money on this exhibit. Um, Let's see if I can find some of these guys. Oh, there they are. All right, set this up.
Oh, there's three. Three. Now there's four.
Oop,
One is tiny, one is tall, and now
this is a better angle.
oh my god, they're following each other. Why are my three following each other?
There we go. All right, time to draw some lemurs.
No, it's still not so bad. Oh, it's one more.
Funny, lemurs have such pointy snouts.
I want to do it. I wish I could do that.
Like a strange combination of a raccoon slash monkey. Oh, Emo Trash just said the same thing. Like weird hybrid raccoons, right? It's true. They're weird. Not gonna lie, I really want to go to a place that will let you play with the lemurs. I don't know if I don't know if lemurs are that friendly. They don't seem like. I feel like they'd like a raccoon. They'd scratch your eyes out if they could. Ah, oh, they're doing this cool thing right here. They are climbing across this bridge. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is one of the better exhibits here because it's huge. It feels like there's a lot of space for them to play and scavenge around. John says they don't let general public interact with lemurs. It's like those articles you read about people like, oh, I found this cute pet cat, this stray cat, and it's like a mountain lion cub or something. Don't forget, if you guys have not voted, I'm going to be closing that poll for the master study, the next master study, which is a Frank Miller, uh, from the Frank Miller era, 1980s era of Daredevil. So those 3 pages are up on the community tab. Go vote if you haven't voted already. Had a fun time going through those, talking about those pages yesterday on stream. Um, I believe it's a tie between B and C right now. Last time I checked. So if you haven't voted already, add your vote to the mix. And of course, there's no activity in where I set up the camera. All right, I'm going to move. Try and get a better view. Where did they go? Oh, here. Which one is winning now? Not sure. If I check, it might pause my stream. Somebody can go check for me and tell me if it's B or C. I feel like most people have been vocal about um, the Electra one, which was B. But C is also a really awesome page with Daredevil flying around, jumping off of a roller coaster. There's a little bit of a conversation going on in X about that Electra and Frank Miller's run on Electra. The stories he's written for Electra. Electra is one of my favorite female villain, or I guess she's a villain. She's not a hero, but villain characters in Marvel. She has such a great story and transformation as a character. And I feel like all the stories that made her interesting were Frank Miller stories. And they're so different too. John says B, Electra's winning at the moment with 13 votes. Nice. It was 11 votes when I last checked, so that's awesome. There's a place where you can adopt lemurs? Seriously? Oh, there's some red lemurs here. That little, house. Awesome one says the Punisher page looked a little gay. Thanks. Not that I drew it yet, but why? Because of the Punisher pose? It's like a kid holding a gun to a dude's head. Very dramatic. Paracells, what's up? She said, this is peaceful. Isn't it, though? When finally my reception's working, I'm actually closer to the front of the zoo here at this exhibit, so arguably the reception is better up here. No twerking, she says. Who's twerking? Oh, Punisher? Is he twerking? No, he's not. He's getting shot. Possibly. All right, here's a page so far. It's really a mess. This is not my best work. It's a mixture of uh, lemurs and prairie dogs. Yeah, it's not good. Can't get a good form in there. Uh, Chair Psalm says, I see you read chat faster. Yes, I guess so. Since all I have to do is focus on that and drawing, not all the bells and whistles of being at my computer at home. Chair Psalms likes life sketching like that. Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. It's good. It's good exercise for the brain. John says, Rocky, be sure to hold your notebook over the enclosure so if you drop it, it is gone forever. You know me. I very well could do that. It would be either that or my phone. Let's review really quickly. Here's some of the flamingos coming out of their bath, drying their wings. This is the Andean condor. That one's pretty awesome. Uh, my favorite drawing of the day. This bear just chilling on a log. I have this nice brush pen, Japanese brush pen. I actually need to find out where I bought this brush pen because I don't even know. I can't even read the label. It's in Japanese. I don't know where I got it. That bear looks like my friend, Cherish Psalm says. Like, you want to be friends with a bear, or you have a friend that looks like a bear? So you do it without pencil. Yeah, no pencil here. Just quick sketching with a pen. And then I also brought, I've used this before. You guys have seen me use this, at least at my other zoo stream. I have this water brush. Focus. It's just filled with water and it has a brush tip. And some pens are water soluble or not waterproof. And so if I add water to it, it kind of adds this nice wash. Love that. I love it. So it just has like lighting or shading. Um, and this particular Japanese brush pen that I brought really takes to water. So it kind of bleeds a lot. And then I'm just also using just a regular Uniball pen for like that giraffe was with a Uniball pen. This was that brush pen with the water. Look how much like it just bled all over the place. But it's fun. You just let loose. Don't get too tight. I can get really tight, as you guys have seen on like comic book stuff. I love the clean brush line. So it's nice to just kind of let loose and be free and just sketch. Wow. Cherish Psalm says it looks like your friend. All right. Must be a nice, comfy, big friend with claws. All right, let's move. Let's move. I'm gonna move to. I'm gonna move to the giraffe/zebra area. Always great things to draw there. I just gotta find a place to sit, and then I can wrap up the stream there. Emo Trash says I could be further sidetracked if there were bats. Yeah, no bats here. I went to a night zoo in Asia, and it is what you expect. You go at the nighttime because most of the animals there are nocturnal, and you walk into this enclosure, and their bats are just hanging there freely. Like they were fruit bats. They were huge, and it was so dark you could accidentally bump into them. It was actually quite frightening, but fun. But there's no bats here. Love the watercolor trees, simple yet effective and clean. Thank you, Chair Psalms. Yeah, there's something totally freeing about painting or washes or watercolor where you can't control it and just kind of let it do what it does. It's really fun. No, my friend is not much taller than I and is lean. Oh, then they just have a surprisingly bear-like face. I'm confused. That's my biggest thing about being an artist. I don't like being loose. I like to keep it tight. I can see that about you, Art and Times, J. Ryan. You have a very, very clean style, which is awesome. So yeah, I encourage you. I'm like that too. I think part of it has to do with um, I got my start in art, or was trained in like traditional animation, and one of the first tasks or jobs that you start on at the beginning of your career is as like a cleanup artist or an assistant artist, and you would obsess about getting lines super clean, and I got really good at it. But then it kind of affects, and then there's those people that go on to that are really really good at like roughing in action or being really loose with their drawings, and usually those guys do well as animators because their drawings are really expressive and rough and a second, let me try and stabilize my camera. Oh, good. I love giraffes. Beautiful animals. Okay, hang on, Emo Trash. What did you ask me? A night zoo. Was Shant on display? John says, Emo Trash says, what I'm hearing is that I need to make a trip to that zoo at some point in my life. Yes, it was in Singapore, where my wife is from. They have a night zoo there. I'm not sure. There must be places in the country, in America, that have night zoos. I don't know. Asia is a lot more free with how they treat animals there, I should say. We went to one zoo in Thailand once, and it's like they had no rules. And it's kind of sad, but it was awesome if you really want to like get close to the animals or like feed them or touch them. It was really like not that many restrictions as they have here in America. I'd love to go to like a safari though. I have some friends who've done like African safaris. I'd love to do that. That'd be awesome. They do have a place, surprisingly, um, here in Northern California, which is the last place you would think to have a safari. And I think it's called Safari West, but they have like free roaming exotic animals, and you can even rent like bungalows to stay overnight. And you're out there like with the giraffes. They can't touch you, but they come close. They're like walking around. Um, I've never done it myself, but I have had friends who've done the overnight thing, and they said it's pretty awesome. Motra says Singapore. Yes, Singapore. They've got a great zoo there. I've been to Singapore airport. They have fish that clean your feet. They're not the only places that have that awesome. It's very common in Asia. It is the weirdest. I've done it once. It is the weirdest thing ever. I'm pretty ticklish, so I didn't enjoy it. It is the weirdest thing ever. Weird fact: Tennessee has a retirement home for elephants. No kidding. Are there any elephants air at the zoo, Rocky? No. We have a rhino here. No elephants. I don't know why. I love elephants. Website is incredibly slow. Oh no. Uh, Oh, the website for the Singapore Zoo or for my streaming? That the website for the Singapore Zoo. I don't know anything about that. Mo Biggs, what's up, Mo Biggs? How you doing? Oh, for the Singapore Zoo. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. That's surprising because Singapore is known for their efficiency, but that's not true. I mean, it is true. It's an incredibly efficient society. It's amazing. If anybody has a chance to go to Singapore, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, amazing country. Um, but ironically, their website for Singapore Airlines, which is one of the best international airlines in the world, is really inefficient. It's really inefficient. What's up, buddy? See you later, Chair Psalms. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining. Hit that like. I'll see you soon. John says Yanzi, Shane's wife, is from Singapore. I've heard that about Shane Davis's wife. Yes. Don't know much about her, but I've heard that she's from Singapore as well, which is awesome. Yeah, Singapore is it's a great country. And my wife has certain words about how this country is run, about the inefficiencies of this country. And you know what? I can't falter. Cherish Tom says, I did hit that like. Thank you. God bless you guys too. Thank you. Thank you. My wife is not native to America, John. That's right. She came here um, for school, and that's where we met. And then I sunk my teeth, hooked her. And now she's here. Now, who knows? Maybe in the future we might move to Singapore. Who knows? Once our kids grow up, move out, we might. Who knows? I wouldn't mind living in Singapore. It's amazing. It's a really amazing country. It's just hot as all get out. That's one thing I don't like about Singapore. It's super hot and humid there. Everybody there complains about the weather. Even the people that were born there complain about the weather. It's really hot. It's right on the equator, so they don't really have any seasons. They just have hot and hotter, rainy seasons sometimes, or a lot of times. But yeah, it's just really hot there. You feel like you need to take a shower twice a day. Just stepping outside, you feel like gross. So that would be tough. But the food there is great. Cost of living. I mean, it's expensive, but like everyday costs of like food, transportation, it's really affordable. Um, Smopig says, "Spare the cane, spoil the country." That's right. That's right. Literally, we literally just had an election decision made because of our nation's inefficiency. It's true. It's true. Um, Hopefully, things will change. But I mean, the amazing thing is their society is there's a lot of diversity in their society too. There's a lot of different cultures all melding together. So they're a relatively young country. I think what makes them amazing is um, how quickly they progressed and excelled and just became a like a leader in that area of the world, and a lot of it had to do with their leadership and their government. It's not so individualistic as it is here in our country, which is good and bad. Um, but it's amazing to be able to like go out at 1 in the morning for a bite to eat, affordable bite to eat, and not fear for your life or not feel like you're going to get shivved or like trip over a drug addict or human PCs. So yeah, it's super safe. Also, someone said Singapore is a forced society. Not sure if anything outside the city is better. Mm, yeah, I mean it is a city country, so there's no like cities in Singapore. It's like Singapore is the country slash city. So that is one thing it has going for it. It's a very small country. I mean, it's growing like crazy. It's super development there is really fast. So like buildings are constantly changing and going up and upgrading. Every time we go back to visit family, it's just something's changed. Did not get the proportion of this neck properly. Bust out so yeah, there's a lot of technology there. It's like you feel like you're stepping into the future when you go there. Just the technology, the systems they have in place. They really value their older population there, so they really take care of the elderly. I think that's very much a Asian mentality. You know, it's like families nearby. Even if you live on the other side of the country, you're less than an hour away from each other, so you always are surrounded by that family unit, your extended family, that structure, which is really helpful. So they don't have a homeless population there. Um, their healthcare is really good there. So yeah, it's got a lot of things going for it. John says CCP directs them there. No, no, no. They're democratic. They are not controlled by the Chinese Communist Party. This video on Hiroshima had an insert of the Air and Space Museum inserted from DC. Huh. Giraffes look so funny when they stoop down to drink water. Yeah. Emo Trash says class in 40 minutes. Nice. Yeah, I'll be ending this soon. Don't worry. I'm not going to make you late for class again. This giraffe's head's too short. Did not get that perspective right. Where'd my water brush go? All right, here we are. It's over. See that neck? I think I was just afraid to hit the edge of the page, so I like shortened the neck subconsciously. Let's hold it from this side. I'm gonna hit it with some water. Water. Just don't have an interest in attending. Emo Tress says. What class is it, Emo? It's really peaceful here. History of modern art. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds. I don't think. Although I did really like my art history classes. Depends on what you're studying in that class. Uh, sure. Yeah, I just like to draw animals.
Oh, okay.
Yes, professors make all the difference. It's true. I've been in some great history classes, which I'm not a huge fan of history, but the teachers were awesome, and so it's been really enjoyable. Cranberry Ranger says he loves history. My professor is fine. It's clear she's passionate. Only issue is that she's even more fluent in Japanese than Rocky. Well, then that can be a problem. It's funny, if you met me in person, I'm not the most verbose person. I'm not. I'm actually quite um, a man of few words. I think it's when I'm in a position where I don't hear anybody talking back that I have to feel like I need to talk more. Okay, I got to add some tones in there with the watercolor. Or not with the watercolor, the water brush. Nice giraffe. Laconic, some would say. Yeah, maybe. My history teacher, Fugarelli, was my first crush. She didn't teach us anything, but she had fun stories. The only modern art area I care about in my trust is surrealism. Specifically, just my favorite weirdo, Salvador Dali. That guy was quite a character. There was a so the movie Dune, which was the first one in the 70s, 80s, was directed by um, oh gosh, uh, just passed away. Oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm talking about. The director I'm talking about, David Lynch. And but before that, there's a whole documentary about where they were trying to assemble a crew. This Spanish director and comic writer by the name of Jodorowsky was assembling a crew because he wanted to turn Dune into a movie. He was the first one. And one of the guys who was in that crew was Mobius. And also H.R. Giger, who did the alien design, the xenomorph design, and a few other like amazing talents. well, the movie never got made. It ended up like being way ahead of its time, unfortunately for Jodorowsky and Mobius and all those guys. But one of the people he was trying to cast for a role in the movie was Dolly. And Dolly was apparently super demanding and weird and quirky, and so he wanted to be the highest paid actor on the movie. That was part of his like deal, his contract. And so they agreed because they really wanted to have Salvador Dali in the movie. Um, but what they agreed to was like he only had like an hour. They were only filming him for like an hour. So I think they were going to pay him like, I don't know at the time, like $10,000 or something per hour. But they only hired him for 1 hour. So he was technically the highest paid actor on the movie, but they only used him for a small bit. I don't even know if they actually filmed him. But it's just this crazy story of Dolly. He seemed like kind of a rock star uh, as far as in life. Emo says, "Yep, sounds like Dolly." Is that a child screaming or a creature? It was a child. I missed something that someone said. Let's see. When traveling from Cambodia to Thailand, you crossed a small border town called a lawless zone. We were advised to not exit our vehicles. Whew. Yeah, there's nothing like that in Singapore. Um, it's a very controlled, safe country. Well, that giraffe that was eating the stick moved away. It's done. Man, what time is it? 3 o'clock. Holy cow. All right. Let me move to a table and wrap this up. Say goodbye to the giraffes. Bye-bye, giraffes. I could live here. It'd be amazing. This is such a cool little nook that they built for this space. All right, let me to a table and I will say my goodbyes. But thanks everyone for coming. Um, Glad you guys were able to join me. I was only planning on spending like an hour and a half tops, but I've been here really for three now. Um, where should I go? I'll go here. This is the entrance. As if you can see, look what a beautiful day it is. Absolutely gorgeous. They have this. Oh, I know. I'll stop over here. They have this really cool bench, even before you enter the zoo, like before you enter the membership place. This little spot here. Like, you could just come here, not pay zoo membership, and look at this view you get already. Giraffe butt. What is that clicking sound? All right. Whoops. All right. Let me put my stuff down. Blah, blah. You know you're getting old when you like. There's a weird clicking sound here. You know you're getting old when you bend down and you make noises. Oops. All right. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, Random McGrandison? I would totally download a zoo. Maybe in the future. Maybe we're not too far off from that. Runaway Giraffe, Batman starring Giraffe. Okay. All right. There we go. Groove's been making old man noises. Mr. Monkey Boy 1969. What's up? Yes. I find that oh wait, you gotta see this guy. Let's check this out. He's an influencer. Beautiful. Random McGrandison says, even the giraffe thinks vlogging is weird. It's true. All right. Try to go to a local zoo once a year and bring a long lens, but I missed last year. That's fun, yeah. I don't have. I used to love photography a lot, but these days I just like to come to draw, and especially on a day like this, it's absolutely stunning out here, as you guys have seen, and a lot of animals are out, which is amazing. There's some days that I come here and the animals are all like or not doing anything interesting, which is fine if you have a membership and you're not like hurting for the cost of admission and having to waste that. But I do find when you come a little later, like towards the closing of the zoo, which the zoo closes here at I think at 4 or 4:30, the animals do start coming out more, probably because it's later in the day. Mark's music session. Oh no, I'm missing Rocky the Zoo stream. That's right. I was wondering where you were, Mark. I'm actually gonna wrap this up. Um, Go back and watch it. Yes, I thought of you exactly when I decided to do a zoo stream today. Totally impromptu. Was sitting at breakfast this morning, like, maybe I should go to the zoo. Maybe I should stream it. Mark will be there. Anyway, go watch it from the beginning, Mark, because I am going to wrap up here. But thank you for popping in and saying hello anyway. It does get spotty at the beginning, as people here can attest, with the reception, as always in the zoo. Rocky was doing Miami Vice earlier. I was filming the. We got some good footage here as far as as far as the animals that we got to film. We did get good footage because they're out in full force today. Sorry, I gotta flip the camera again. This guy's beautiful. As he hides behind a rock. Stay away from tiptoeing through the tulips. No way. I would not get near tulips. Carmen Sammy says, this fun zoo ambience in the background of my day. Nice. Random McRanderson says, I took my older brother's family to the zoo in Sydney, Australia. That would be a great zoo to go. I would love to go to Australian Zoo. I bet you it's awesome. 3 adults, 4 kids. The cable car at the top of the hill was all downhill. I think it cost me close to $300. My goodness. According to YouTube, it says you started 8 minutes ago. Really? I don't know. Hopefully it recorded it all. I don't know why I just zoomed in on this guy. There he is. Hello. Look at him. Hello. Hi, buddy. All right, one more time. Here are the drawings, Mark. Quick recap, and then I'll let you guys go. Did you see that? I just tapped this to try and focus on it. Stupid. The first draft drawing I did. Second draft drawing. Pretty long-necked platypus. Dragon. Yes. This was Camel. This guy was awesome. He had one of his humps kind of tilted, but he had such a funny expression. He was kind of smiling the whole time. Thank you, Random McRandison. This was my favorite. I've said this a number of times today, but this is my favorite sketch from the day. This bear. I love the bears. I think I love them because they're such like big, um, big simple shapes, and they got a lot of expression. Hey, what's up, Val Kuntzgeist? Good seeing you again. Thank you so much. Looking good. Thank you so much. Smartphone version of hitting Control Z while drive. Believe me, I've done that a number of times. Some random people sketches. A guy missing an arm. I mean, he wasn't a missing arm. I just didn't finish it. And a condor. The bear is friend-shaped. Whoops. The trash says the bear is friend-shaped, but why not a friend? These were the smelly flamingos. They were fun though. They had just taken a bath, so they were drying themselves. They were flapping their wings a lot, shaking their heads, rubbing their heads on their bodies. And if you go back and watch the stream, there was a little girl just screaming the whole time, talking to them. Horrible drawings of prairie dogs and lemurs. Horrible little blobs. And this is the last one. Giraffes. Didn't get to draw a rhino today. I didn't see the rhino out today. Emo Trash says the little girl was hardcore judging Rocky. Oh, good. Oh, thank you so much. No, no. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's super fun. Random says that last giraffe is my favorite. Thank you, Random. Yeah, I mean, I think probably because the exhibit of the giraffes is so nice that it is conducive to good drawings for me sitting for a long time drawing them. I love drawing the zebras here too, and they share the same exhibit with the giraffes. Plus, they have at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 giraffes here, maybe 6. So, a lot of good opportunity to draw. I wish they had better exhibit for like the lions. They do have a couple lions here. Um, they do have a good exhibit for the bears. Excuse me. But yeah, the exhibit has a lot to the exhibit has a lot to do with how nice of a drawing I feel like I can get, because like you feel like you're in a comfortable spot to sit and draw, and they're always nearby or close enough you can see them, as opposed to like super far in the distance, or like that dang anteater that kept hiding. I couldn't draw him to save my life. I thought about sending Mark the link, but I wasn't sure how active he was on Discord. Rocky should go with a tip jar next time and offer caricatures. Maybe I should. Mark says, dang it, I'm mad at myself for missing it. Sorry, Mark. You know what? If the weather keeps up like this, maybe I'll do another one soon. This was a lot of fun. I needed it. It really like quietens my spirit to come out here and draw and just capture these beautiful animals on paper. So I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to live so near to the zoo to be able to do this, and also to share it with you guys. It's been really fun. So lighting. Let's get some nice like textured lighting here from the trees. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming and joining me. Hit that like if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm assuming you guys are all subscribed. I think we're at 509. Got a couple subscribers last night because I was just popping around Jason Unhinged chat, and a couple subscribers from there. So that was awesome. 509. We're on our way 5'10"? No kidding, Emo Trash. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Val Kuntsky says, sorry, truly sorry I missed it. Hope to catch another one soon. No problem. See you guys later. Thanks so much. Don't forget to vote for the master study poll. I'm going to close that probably in a couple hours, or later this afternoon. I'm going to close that. So according to John, 13 votes were in and it was tied. B and C were tied. So hopefully, hopefully we can get the winner by the end of the day. All right. All right, everybody. Somebody pissed off the lemurs. All right, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon. Enjoy wherever you are. Stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for being here. Ciao.